it's approaching the supreme moment. Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead, it's for the taking if you want it. If not, the dream dies and you'll be forever haunted. Then confront it.
What's good? Alright, today we're going to bring one of the classics back. Of course, this is the old school Super Saiyan Goku unit. For those that are unaware or pretty much joined a lot more recently than in the past, this one is a really old unit. Probably one of the first SSRs in the game. And yeah, I mean, I was kind of curious how this unit would do in nowadays of Dokkan Battle, so let's go ahead and test it out. So for this unit, this is the TUR version, and the leader skill is agility, intelligence, and physical types attack and defense increase to 30%. Super attack is extreme damage, I repeat, extreme damage, and then a rare chance to stun the enemy. So keep that in mind when you're seeing the showcase. It's not even supreme damage, it's literally extreme. The passive skill is definitely outdated as hell too. Ki +7 when HP is 50% or below. So while it's very good that you can essentially get a super attack guaranteed if HP is 50% or below, nowadays in Dokkan Battle, I mean, if you build the right teams, you never really have any issues with Ki anyhow, you know what I mean? So definitely a lackluster passive. You're not even getting any attack or defense percent increase. It's not even a flat increase. So definitely pretty lackluster there. The good thing about this unit though is in terms of links, this guy has the first awakened, and as you know, it's a 25% increase attack, so definitely wanted to exploit that link skill as well. And then the rest of them are like Super Saiyan 10% to attack, Saiyan Warrior Race 700 to attack. Golden Warrior is +1 Ki enemies defense -2000, Kamehameha is 2500 when SA is launched. Blazing Battle is 15% to attack, and Shattering the Limit is +2 Ki. Two categories for this unit, Pure Saiyans and Goku's Family. Of course, Goku's Family provides a bigger boost, so that's the team we're going to end up running for this showcase. 100% potential, you are looking at the following stats: HP of 13,588, attack is 12,460, and defense is 9,131. Here's the kicker. The 12 Ki Multiplier is 115%. So typically, even on average, you're looking at most units having at least 130%. For the Ki Multiplier, but this one has only 115%, plus only has extreme damage. So I will go ahead and say the unit actually did perform pretty well considering the limitations this guy has. So, you know, several hundred thousand in attack stats and damage output is actually pretty good for, again, the stats of this Super Saiyan Goku. It also tells you, even with the Dokkan Awakened, how really outdated this unit is, so just really puts it in perspective. I highly doubt, like 99.9% sure that this guy will not be getting any sort of rebirth or EZA or Dokkan Awakened at any point in the near future. Maybe like later down the road, something like that will happen, but right now, it's not going to happen for a while, basically. So again, it's one of those really outdated, obsolete units, but you know how this channel is. We like to bring these types of units back, see how they do, you know, show the guys what's up, basically see what their capabilities are, especially because we have this, you know, reoccurring updates to leader skills and new, you know, brand new categories that show up. So of course you want to be able to test out some of these really old units and see how they do. So with that in mind, I did mention the First Awakened is a link skill that's heavily focused on several of these units in the rotations. Each of the rotations do have that link skill, like the Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, Super Saiyan 2 Bardock, as well as the regular Super Saiyan Bardock. Now, the thing about the Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, as well as the rest of the other versions of Bardock, is they provide some sort of attack boost, depending on, you know, it ranges from 20% to 40%. Now, the 40% is a little bit restricted with the Super Saiyan 3 version because the HP levels have to be below 70%. So that's probably why you're going to be seeing a lot of situations where there's low levels of HP, is because really wanted to maximize this Goku's potential through various supports and all kinds of, you know, passive support, whatever, because this guy is really outdated. I've probably said this about 20 times already, but I can't really stress enough how obsolete this unit is. But it's great because you actually do see, like, how much the game has changed based on, showcasing these types of units and bringing in several good supports on a newer category. It definitely, like I said, it definitely puts it in perspective. The Super Saiyan God Goku as well in the third slot, as you see, also does have the First Awakened Link skill, so that certainly does help as well. A little bit of a flashback. Before the actual Dokkan Awakened, let's look at the stats for the original SSR version and just see how bad it was. Looks like the leader skill, I'm not even going to cover that. Super attack was causing extreme damage to enemy. Passive skill Ki +5 when HP is 30% or below. Looks like 12 Ki Multiplier is still the same at 115%. So I'm actually looking at the release date as well. JP got this unit on January 30th of 2015. And then in Global, I think it was October of 2015. So I guess it was a lot more newer than I thought it was, because... No, actually, yeah, no, it's definitely closer to the beginning of it. I think Dokkan actually started like November, December of like 2014, and then I think like most people started on January of 2015. So it literally was. I checked on other websites. Like there was a site I used to check all the time. It's strictly in Japanese, but very useful site. It's called Gamy, Gamy. Yeah, Gamy actually, but they actually list them by the card number, and this one, or the Vegeta unit, was like number 1 and 2. So, it's definitely one of the earliest SSRs that was released in the game. So, it really does put it in perspective how old this unit actually is. But like I said, it's always fun to bring these little throwbacks and classics back and see how they do. I actually enjoy these quite a bit. Things have been lately a little bit crazy with the new Legendary Goku battle event and stuff like that, but it's always nice to take a step back and go to the normal routine a little bit. You know what I mean? Like back to the showcases of obscure, obsolete, outdated units. That's my thing. That's what I enjoy doing. You know what I'm saying? So back to a little bit of a more schedule. Hopefully, I'll have some more showcases coming up the next few days and whatnot. But yeah, definitely let me know. I do appreciate you guys commenting and letting me know what types of units you want to see that really hasn't been put in the limelight or spotlight, not being shown some love in a while, you know what I mean? So definitely let me know. Like I said, I always do appreciate feedback and recommendations or requests. It actually allows me to, cover some of the stuff that I might have potentially missed. So, if there's anything listed, I can't guarantee I'll showcase every single unit that's requested, but I'll do what I can in terms of anything that catches my eye. I'll try and cover that. You know what I mean? So definitely shoot away in the comments to let me know. All right, back to the Goku unit. The other thing I do want to mention that I haven't yet is I actually love the card art quite a bit. I think it's a nice look with the Dokkan Awakened version. It looks real clean to me. It's kind of in that period of time where they went with a certain style, and I actually like this style, to be honest. It's a good look. Some of the Dokkan Awakened units don't look as great as the original SSR states, but this one actually looks quite well. It's I don't know. It's got a good impact on it. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to describe, but that's probably the best way to explain it. That's probably a terrible description, but it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, overall, I love this card. It's a great unit. In terms of, the card itself, I'm not talking about stats and performance. Of course, a unit that came out in January of 2015 is going to be really outdated and obsolete. You know what I'm saying? So outside of that, I think it's a pretty nice looking card. Definitely worth for the collection, collectors, trophy kind of thing. But other than that, yeah, there's not really much worth in the potential system. Like personally, besides getting this thing to 100% just for collection purposes, I highly recommend against utilizing the potential orbs for it, because it's really not worth it. The one thing I do want to note is you never know. You know, at some point this guy might get a Dokkan Awaken, but as far as right now, it's certainly not going to happen. At least not for any time soon. What I would have loved to see happen on Goku Day every year is an update to some of these older Goku cards, and just kind of as it's Goku Day or Goten or Gohan, it doesn't matter, but just update some of these cards, you know, and roll them out during that period of time. I think it'd be worth it, but it's not really something that attracts the dollars, you know, if we're being honest, you know, with the banners or whatever. So I understand why they don't, but they should do that as kind of a secondary piece, you know, with the campaign. That'd be great. I honestly thought with the, you know, Goku Day celebration or whatever you want to call it campaign, they were finally going to update the intelligence Super Saiyan Goten unit, because to this point today we haven't seen one yet. So I don't know if that's ever going to happen, but I think that's a card that should happen, because it's actually a decent unit with even a max level 100. Damage mitigation of 40%, you know, stuff like that. Definitely useful. It could definitely be more useful, but we'll see what happens later down the road, I guess. As always, you know, this is pretty much the end of the video, but like I said, as always, I do appreciate you guys watching each video, you know, taking your time out of the day, so definitely thanks for staying tuned, and I'll catch you guys later.